Good morning, ladies and gentlemen, or good evening, or good afternoon, depending on where and when in the universe you find yourself at the moment of this transmission's reception. My name's Kal, and we're going to explore the character of Superman. So let's get right into it. Who is Superman, and what is this guy all about?
Who is this imbecile? Where is he?
The name his biological parents Jor-el and Lara gave him is Kal-el, but he goes by many others too. Clark Kent,
Clark Kent!
Hello, Cal. Or do you prefer Clark? That's the name they gave you, isn't it?
the Man of Steel,
Oh, let me help you, Lana. Oh, I'm sorry.
the Dude of Steel,
The Dude of Steel. Boy, are you gonna get it?
Supes, the last son of Krypton, Big Blue,
Make a move, Big Blue.
the Big Blue Boy Scout, the son of Jor-el,
The son of Jor-el.
The son of Jor-el on this planet.
Possibly you know him better by his nom de voyage or his name he travels under, Superman.
So this is Superman.
Smallville, Plain Old Kent, the Man of Tomorrow,
They can be a great people, Kal-el. They wish to be. They only lack the light to show the way.
and probably his most famous nickname of all.
Dick Splash.
And if anyone tries to tell you that last one isn't really a famous nickname of Superman's, Lex Luthor would like you to know that you're wrong! The guy has more nicknames than the Fortress of Solitude has crystals.
I don't even know what to call you.
Clark is a humanoid extraterrestrial from the planet Krypton, a green planet that orbited a red sun in the Rao system or the Roa system. His father, Jor-el, launched him into space in an escape pod moments before Krypton's destruction, which safely carried Kal-el to planet Earth.
The whole planet, Houston?
Earth. The whole planet Earth.
Get over. Can you get over to the commentator?
You may continue.
His alien craft crash lands in Smallville, Kansas, in the United States, where he's adopted and raised by his loving and humble foster parents, Jonathan and Martha Kent.
Where did you train? On a farm?
But farming. Really? Man of your talents?
It's a peaceful life.
Now, Earth's yellow sun gives Kryptonians like Clark incredible powers, from super strength
Let's just hold hands.
Let me know if this tickles.
to heat vision, to freeze breath, the power of flight, the ability to see through walls, and even bricklaying vision. And Clark isn't the only alien that gets incredible powers from the Earth's yellow sun. There's the soft-spoken and philosophical Nuclear Man, Clark's friend from Daxamite, Mon-El, to Wraith, an extraterrestrial that's been on Earth since the 30s and was used to nuke Nagasaki for the United States government to make it seem like the Americans had more than one bomb. But who is Superman the individual, and what makes him tick? What are the core foundations of Kal-El, aka Clark Kent, aka Splash, that make him up as a person? I couldn't narrow it down to just one thing, but I compiled a list of traits as best I could from the common themes I came across in the movies and the comics. But before we go over those, I'd like to read to you an intro written by David S. Goyer for Jeff Johns' Superman: Secret Origin. David S. Goyer is the writer for 2013's Man of Steel, starring Henry Cavill. Quote, "And then there's Superman, the holy grail of comic book characters. The guy can do basically anything, and he's not someone the reader can readily identify with. I once told Jeff that I thought it was virtually impossible to write a truly great modern-day Superman story. Well, I was wrong. Jeff has truly humanized the Man of Steel. In Jeff's version, young Clark is an outsider, someone we actually feel sorry for. He's a boy grappling with the twin challenges of puberty and his emerging powers. He wants to blend in and be one of us, but he has to face up to the awful truth that he never will be. There's a heartbreaking moment halfway through the first chapter in which young Clark is told the truth about his heritage. He races out into the night sobbing, stumbling through the cornfields. Eventually, his foster father Jonathan finds him. "I don't want to be someone else," says Clark. "I don't want to be different. I want to be Clark Kent. I want to be your son." Right there, in that moment, Jeff contextualized Superman in a way that I'm not sure has ever really been done before. I had an aha experience when I read that. For the first time, I was able to grasp how lonely Clark must have been when he was growing up, and what a sacrifice Clark must continually make by being Superman. End quote. 4 years later, Mr. Goyer would incorporate this concept and explore it in a slightly different scene on the big screen in Mr. Snyder's Man of Steel. Here's a snippet from that.
You saw how Pete's mom reacted, right? She was scared of Clark.
Why?
People are afraid of what they don't understand.
Is she right? Did God do this to me? Tell me.
We found you in this. This was in the chamber with you. You're the answer to are we alone in the universe?
I don't want to be.
And I don't blame you, son. It'd be a huge burden for anyone to bear. But you're not just anyone, Clark, and I have to believe that you were sent here for a reason. All these changes that you're going through, one day you're going to think of them as a blessing, and when that day comes, you're going to have to make a choice. A choice of whether to stand proud in front of the human race or not.
Can I just keep pretending I'm your son?
You are my son. But somewhere out there, you have another father, too, who gave you another name.
But Mr. Jeff Johns, Mr. Snyder, and Mr. Goyer weren't the first Earthlings to explore the idea of Kal-El being different and an outsider grappling with his dual identities. A decade earlier, Mr. Nick Cage touched on these same ideas.
See, Superman to me is a character who is a misfit, and he's an alien from another planet, and he's trying to fit in. You know, it's okay to be different. And, you know, kids are in class getting called weirdo. Don't feel bad because, you know, Superman's a weirdo. You know, he's from outer space. There's so many levels. You've got nurture versus nature, the whole thing about, you know, being from Krypton or your adopted parents. You know, what is it? You have the feeling of being an outsider.
And a decade before that, the late, great Mr. Christopher Reeve also explored those same ideas.
To play the outward appearance of the character as a quality results in a very stiff portrayal. In other words, if you end up saying, he's a hero, I will therefore look heroic, you're dead. What you have to do, think about it in emotional terms. What is it to be an orphan? What is it to be different? What is it to be an alien? What is it to have lost one home? And the result, when you get in, plug into all that stuff, is a tremendous need and generosity for other people. So that is the organic source of his heroic action. So now you're acting something you can understand rather than just posing.
When asked what Superman means philosophically to people, Mr. Christopher Reeve had this to say.
Philosophically, what does Superman represent to people?
A friend.
Who are you?
A friend.
And that's what people really need most. They don't need you know, a strong arm, you know, one-man vigilante force. They need a friend. You know, we're living in an age when people are basically afraid of contact with each other. They're afraid. People live in cities, they don't even know their neighbors. They're afraid to go out in the street. Something might happen to them. Basically, technology is against you. Life is overwhelming. Even the bank doesn't know who you are. You know, and it's like, we run around scared a lot, particularly those of us who live in cities. And America was founded on the virtues of a helping hand, of going 5 miles to lend your neighbor a donkey or whatever he needed. And I think that is that kind of virtue that's at the bottom. That's the heart of Superman. The genuine love of people, and that you always know he's your friend.
Mr. Reeve kicked off my list of traits with a big one. Superman's a friend. Or to put it another way, he's a guy that just wants to help.
I just wanted to help.
They're my friends, I gotta help them.
This is derived from his empathy and compassion, which comes from being raised by loving parents. Whether it's helping someone that almost got him killed.
Say, does your boss have a computer in this operation?
Yeah, he got a little bitty one about that big.
Well, you tell him he could do a lot worse than to give Gus Gorman here a job.
Wow, thank you, Sue.
Take care. I'll see you around.
Or aiding an intern in keeping his job by letting him take photos of Superman even though he's trying to keep a low profile. Or getting a cat out of a tree.
Hi, I'll get him. Come on. It's all right. Here you go, miss.
Gee, thanks, mister.
Oh. Bye, Frisky. Come along now. Bye.
Bye.
Superman is there for the assist. The Boy Scout. Associates of both Clark Kent the reporter and Kal-El the Superman god both call him a Boy Scout, and for good reason, due to his strong moral compass and being raised to do the right thing. He doesn't swear.
What the hey, dude? You destroyed the whole...
He doesn't lie. He's the kind of individual you would want your kids to look up to as an example.
Clark is the oldest living Boy Scout, okay? He's trustworthy, he's helpful, he's loyal.
You really shouldn't smoke, you know, Miss Lane.
I never lie.
Oh, excuse me, Mr. White. I was wondering if perhaps you could arrange for half my salary to be sent to this address on a weekly basis.
Your bookie, right?
A what?
Don't tell me. He sends a check every week to his sweet gray-haired old mother.
Actually, she's silver-haired. I think these two men should be safe here with you now so they can get a fair trial.
Oh, let me help you, Lana. I'm terribly sorry about all the damage, sir.
Well, don't you watch television?
Well, actually, I don't really enjoy television, Mr. White. There's too much violence. I was just reading Dickens.
Well, I'm usually in bed by 10:30.
Kal-El is a stubborn individual, and he seems to have inherited that trait from his earthling foster mother, Martha Kent.
Martha! Why did you say that name?
Anybody who buys it has to want a real farm. I don't think we need another shopping center.
Now, darn it, Clark, why are you so stubborn?
When Clark comes to a decision, there is no stopping him from following through. He's a bit of a mule in that regard. Once his heels are dug in, that is that.
My actions? I stopped a war.
Maybe.
Not maybe. I did.
The son of Jor-El has an enormous amount of humility.
Humility?
No, not humility. You got bags of humility.
Unlike a certain other Kryptonian who shall remain nameless.
Oh, God.
Zod.
Come to me, son of Jor-El! Kneel before Zod!
The son of Jor-El will be my slave. Forever.
Clark is the most humble kid to ever grace the cornfields of Kansas. He's quick to deflect credit, and he gets that from his earthling father, Jonathan Kent. Despite being the most worldly and otherworldly being on the planet, having traveled through time and space, Kal-El is still the most grounded, down-to-earth fellow you could hope to meet. Clark is a global icon, but still takes the time to read officers' name tags when speaking to them.
Good evening, Officer Mooney.
When he single-handedly saved the entire state of California from being nuked into the ocean, he takes no credit and assures the warden it's a team effort.
This country is safe against Superman, thanks to you.
No, sir. Don't thank me, Warden. We're all part of the same team. Night.
And that isn't an act, that's just Clark Kent. He's not a show-off, he doesn't admire his accomplishments, he focuses on what more he could have done, and on what he should do next. Clark is an extremely generous and thoughtful person. He's always putting himself in other people's shoes and considering their perspectives. He's an empathetic and kind individual, and that comes from being raised by his loving mother and father.
I was wondering, Mr. Hornsby, maybe you'd like to keep these for your grandchildren.
Why, thank you very much, Clark.
Clark didn't give a second thought to giving away his old baseball mitt, despite its sentimental value. Jonathan Kent and Clark played catch all the time when Clark was growing up, and Kal-El is a sentimental guy, as we know.
I was looking around in my closet last night, and I even found my old high school sweater. Smallville.
Most people wouldn't part with an item like that, but Clark does so with no hesitation. It speaks volumes about his character. And when he found out that his old high school sweetheart slash best friend slash maybe only friend, Lana Lang had pawned off a diamond ring because she needed to for financial reasons. He went and made her another one because he's just that cool.
Are you kidding us? Didn't you see us fly out of the sky? I was flying in my head. I said, Super, but we're the only two men who can fly.
I was talking to Superman the other day. You know, he and I, well, we talk a lot, and he felt really badly about you having to pawn your diamond ring. And, well, he found this one just lying around, and he wanted you to have this.
Wow, a ring from Superman.
Oh, it's okay, I got it.
Oh, Clark.
It's okay.
It fits.
Looks really pretty.
Kal-el is an extremely polite and respectful individual. He addresses people as Mr. or Miss or Sir.
Hey, Clark, let's have all those clothes washed and ready for tomorrow's game,
Yes,
okay?
Miss Lane.
Excuse me, Mr. White.
He's the kind of gentleman that pulls a chair out for a lady and does it with a smile.
Oh, thank you.
He takes the time to say excuse me to those he doesn't have time for.
Hey, Jim! Woo!
Excuse me.
That's a bad outfit.
The Kryptonian is so polite that he apologizes to you when he's saving your life.
All right, we'll go nice and easy. Ow. Okay, I'm sorry. All right? Here we go.
Even his trash talk is respectful.
General? Would you care to step outside?
He's the kind of dude who stands up when being introduced to a lady, and he'll shake her hand and thank her for her time, even if she's there to take over the company he works for and turn it into an immoral, tabloid, money-making machine.
My daughter, Lacey Warfield.
Thanks, Daddy.
It's very nice to meet you, ma'am. Thank you.
Is he for real?
The Man of Steel is a selfless person. He's always willing to do anything and everything to defend the people of Metropolis and Earth. And if it kills him to do so, so be it. That's a price he's always willing to pay. In All-Star Superman, when he learns he only has weeks left to live, he doesn't spend any time worrying about his own impending doom. His thoughts immediately go to how is he going to finish helping those that need it most in the short amount of time that he has left. It doesn't get any more selfless than that.
Oh, what a joker old Jonathan Kent was. You know, I asked him what happened to the baby's crib, and he said, oh, little Clark must have had a bad dream and kicked it.
There you go. Dad liked a good joke. Yeah.
Apparently, Clark takes after his old man because he loves to crack jokes and have fun too. And when I say he likes to make jokes, I mean it.
Hi there. Nothing wrong with the elevator? Going down.
Would you like a glass of wine?
No thanks. I never drink when I fly.
Bad vibrations? There you go.
Again!
No, I'm sorry. Only one ride to a customer.
Give me another plate of this garbage.
Gee, that's funny. I've never seen garbage eat garbage before.
I believe this is your floor.
This order's to go. Oh, I've been working out.
Oh, sure. Here. No pain, no gain? 48, 9, 3, done.
He's a borderline troll. I mean, look at this.
Oh, sorry. Oh,
Oh, no, that's okay. Just leave it there, Clark. Just...
Hello? Hello?
This dude is even cracking jokes and grinning when moments away from death.
I don't know if I'll be fast enough to get it before the wound closes.
Where's the Flash when you need him?
Do me a favor and lose the sense of humor.
Do us both a favor and buy one.
The guy just can't resist a good time. He likes making corny jokes so much he learns new languages so he can say them in those too.
Вам здесь будет безопаснее, товарищ. До свидания. Счастливого полета.
He even likes to play around with the audience by indirectly nudging the fourth wall.
Why are there no air travel expenses here for you, Mr. Kent?
Well, I usually get airsick, sir, especially when it's bumpy.
Kal-el is a joyful, happy person charged with positive emotions. And who can blame him? When you can hang out on the moon and corkscrew and barrel roll around in the sky at will, you're going to be having a great time and usually be in great spirits. Even when Clark is at his most emotionless and stoic in Kingdom Come, where he abandons his humanity and rejects his Earth name for a bit, Kal-el still finds the time to smile. Clark has been playing around, smiling and joking since the 40s.
I didn't even get a chance to thank him. Thanks, Clark, but I owe it all to Superman.
As the mild-mannered reporter Clark Kent, he is sometimes, though not always, depicted as a big country lummox that can't help but sometimes get in the way and be a little clumsy.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Oh, gosh, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to shake it up like that.
I'm sorry.
Clark. Thank you.
Whoa, hey, Lois, maybe we can... Lois?
Oh, here, I'll just get the door for you. Oh, yeah, thank you. Oh, sorry.
Go, I'll tell her. Thank you. Hello, Pete.
Hi.
If I have to face Superman, so do you.
Lacey? Oh, sorry.
A gentle giant that is always knocking something over. Both the comics and the movies kind of imply Kal-el grows to the size of an industrial-grade refrigerator, which is probably adding to the effect of his uncoordinated act.
You really have grown, Clark.
You look very well, Miss Patterson.
Oh, I can't complain.
The act also includes being a bit meek and a little socially awkward too.
Lois Lane, say hello to Clark Kent.
Hold you one, Pete. Lois Lane, how are...
Remember my dynamite expose on the sex and drug orgy?
Going down?
Oh, no. Oh.
Time. Take flight.
And something you're sadly lacking in, son.
Humility?
No, not humility. You got bags of humility. Aggression, confidence. That's the ticket. Take charge. Let people know who you are.
Superman has long been an American icon and stands for truth, justice, and the American way.
I'm here to fight for truth and justice in the American way.
Which Mr. Reeve touched on earlier.
America was founded on the virtues of a helping hand, of going 5 miles to lend your neighbor a donkey or whatever he needed. And I think that is that kind of virtue that's at the bottom, that's the heart of Superman.
There's a rich history of iconic imagery of Superman and Old Glory together in both films and the comics.
I grew up in Kansas, General. About as American as it gets.
Clark is an inspiring entity that represents and brings hope.
Not if you guide them, Cal. Not if you give them hope. That's what this symbol means. The symbol of the House of El means hope.
He makes people look up both literally and metaphorically and makes them become happier, better versions of themselves. Kal-el is an optimistic individual who is famous for saying, "There's always a way." And they don't call him the Man of Tomorrow for nothing. Superman sets an example for humanity to lead it to a brighter future. In Peace on Earth, he teaches people how to grow food to try to solve world hunger after failing to do so on his own. In much the same way the sun radiates energy, Superman radiates positive vibrations, and those vibes are contagious. He inspires hope and joy in those he comes into contact with, whether he's being Clark Kent the mild-mannered reporter or Superman the celebrity. Being in Kent's orbit turned a bratty, spoiled, and shallow Lacey Warfield into an introspective, thoughtful woman that wants to focus on the truth over profits.
Don't be silly. All men like me. I'm very, very rich.
Jeez, what a jerk. Never realized it before. I guess a lot of people I know are jerks. Maybe you think the same thing about me. That's why you keep avoiding me.
Oh, no, I don't think that at all. Just been really busy, that's all.
I think we've got to tone down these headlines a bit.
Tone down our headlines. Lacey, that's all a common man reads.
Well, we could do with a little less sensationalism.
Less sensational papers go broke. I thought I taught you long ago that the business of newspapers is business.
No, Daddy. Our business is journalism.
In Secret Origin, an impatient, irritable woman bumps into Clark Kent in the beginning of the comic while he's looking up admiring the architecture of Metropolis. She can't comprehend Clark is trying to help her by picking up her purse and calls him an oaf. But by the end of the comic, she's changed her outlook entirely and is an understanding, kinder, and more joyous person thanks to the presence and effect of Superman on Metropolis and its citizens. He leads by example and urges the citizens that they are powerful too, and that they don't need a savior, but rather everyone needs to collectively help each other. One of the biggest pieces to the Superman puzzle is his humanity, his compassion and empathy. He's always asking if you're all right and checking to make sure you're okay.
You okay?
Uh-huh.
Are you all right?
Are you all right?
Uh-huh.
Are you okay?
You okay?
You all right?
Are you all right?
Clark's foster parents treating him as their own son was instrumental in his development. Jonathan refers to his mother as Clark's grandmother.
We saved the farm. Your grandma baked me cake when I met your mother.
It proves love transcends the biological because Jonathan and Martha Kent definitely have just as much claim to being Kal-El's parents as Jor-El and Lara do.
He may have been your father, boy, but he wasn't your daddy.
And one could argue it's only because of all four of them that Superman is able to shoulder the responsibility of being who he is and not turn out like a certain other Flash. Clark is constantly grappling with his humanity, as Nick Cage and others touched on. He's an outsider and will never be one of us despite making Earth his home. I guess that's probably why they call it the Fortress of Solitude. And yet he has an enormous amount of humanity and consideration for others. He cherishes all life, not just humans. The man has an intergalactic zoo in his icy man cave. He loves animals, whether it's a dog or a horse or a sun-eater or a parrot. And Superman's enemies have long seen his compassion and love for living things as a weakness, to be exploited.
This Superman is nothing of the kind. I've discovered his weakness.
Yes.
He cares. He actually cares for these Earth people.
Like pets.
I suppose so.
Sentimental idiot.
No! Don't do it! And people! The son of jor-el will be my slave. Forever. If not, the millions of Earthlings you protect will pay for your defiance.
That's for Dan Turpin.
Who?
The good man you murdered.
Had I known one human's death would pain you so, I would have killed more. And kill more I shall. Carry that agony with you to oblivion, Superman.
If you love these people so much, you can mourn for them. Don't do this!
You are weak, son of El. Unsure of yourself. The fact that you possess a sense of morality, and we do not, gives us an evolutionary advantage. And if history has proven anything, it is that evolution always wins.
But it's also one of his greatest strengths. People fear what they don't understand, and Clark being so different isolated him a bit, so he cherished his friendship and compassion more than most, as it was harder to come by for him during his sometimes lonely childhood. It's why people like Lana Lang and Lois Lane are so crucial to Clark. They are his direct connection to humanity and make him feel like he belongs, like he fits in. They provide him with love and understanding and acceptance, which he needs due to his home planet and people being destroyed so he can't fit in there, and the fact that he will literally never be one of us here on Earth either. In For All Seasons, Lana Lang reminds Clark that no matter how powerful he's become, he's still just a person, and we've all got stuff to deal with from time to time.
Clark, may I tell you something?
Whether Clark liked it or not, his isolation and struggling to fit in ultimately is what helped shape Superman's view of Earth and how he goes about doing what he does, helping people. And by doing this, he sets an example for everybody else to follow.
The thing that I'm most passionate about is not so much the nuclear issue as about a way of looking at the world that Superman represents. In fact, he says at the end of the movie, in a line that I wrote, he says, I just wish you could all see the Earth the way that I see it. Because when you really look at it, it's just one world. And what he means is not something political. He means from his point of view out in space when he's out there hanging around. It's the view you get from the space shuttle, and you see the Earth as this beautiful, fragile marble just hanging there in space, and that we need to take better care of it. We should think of ourselves, all of us, this world is Smallville, is a small town, and we should feel like neighbors. And if that idea sort of subliminally gets planted in kids throughout the world, then something can grow from that. I just wish you could all see the Earth the way that I see it. Because when you really look at it, it's just one world.
Clark is a bit of an old-fashioned person, so he says words, for instance, like gee or golly or gosh. And I think that comes from his humble upbringing.
Golly, that doesn't seem to make sense.
Gosh, on the whole, I'd say it's been swell.
Swell? Yeah. You know, Clark, there are very few people left in the world who feel comfortable saying that word.
What word?
Swell.
Really? Oh, I thought it was kind of natural. I mean, gee, Lois, usually I do, you know. Golly, Lois, what are you doing? Golly. But tippers, Mr. White, that's terrible. But gee, Mr. White.
Clark's glasses are important, whether they're hypno glasses or whether it's just good character work. They're important in helping him separate Clark Kent from Superman.
Dress. Oh, hey, neat dress. Well, thanks. Be right back. How do you do? It's a very attractive outfit you're wearing.
Here.
No, I've got
Clark,
no,
You've got to look after yourself. You've only got one pair of eyes, you know? God.
Lois?
Now here.
Right.
Don't say I never did it.
Thank you.
Have you ever thought of using contacts?
They make my eyes itch, so...
Well, don't worry about it.
Some blush on.
Superman usually stays out of Earth's affairs, but has been known to make exceptions to the rule when Earth is about to nuke itself into oblivion, and who can blame him? Nobody wants to have their home planet blow up twice. Superman is the people's champion. While he doesn't technically represent anyone but himself, he is beloved by the world.
Madam Secretary, I don't represent any country, but I'd like to address the delegates.
Well, in that case, you will need a sponsor. I believe that will do. Please.
Thank you.
Kal-el's judgment might be the most important aspect of his character.
It's Superman's decision now. I'm sure he'll do the right thing.
And this is built up over guidance from both his farmer father, Jonathan, and his Kryptonian father, Jor-el. They are crucial in leading Clark along the path to being a wise, composed person, making clear decisions. Jonathan Kent teaches Clark at an early age that he can choose to do whatever he wants. But those choices will have a heavy cost, as they will affect the entire world in an either positive or negative way because of how powerful Clark is.
Come on, Ken. Come on!
Do they hurt you?
You know they can't.
It's not what I meant. I meant, are you all right?
I wanted to hit that kid. I wanted to hit him so bad.
I know you did. I mean, part of me even wanted you to, but then what? Make you feel any better? You just have to decide what kind of man you want to grow up to be, Clark, because whoever that man is, good character or bad, he's going to change the world.
There's a scene in Brainiac where Clark's Earth father has died, and in his head, Clark is playing out what he wants to do, which is to ruthlessly beat Brainiac to death. But it's his morality and his ability to make tough choices that stop him from doing things like that. Even Superman doesn't always know what to do all the time. Nobody does.
See, sometimes I don't know what I'm supposed to do.
So who is Splash? At the end of the day, he's just a happy, humble guy from a small town with a huge heart who just wants to help and just happens to be the strongest being in the solar system. He's an extraterrestrial with infectious positivity that uplifts those around him, and despite not being human, has more humanity in him than most people. Ma Kent suggests that if you want to understand Superman, all you have to do is get to know Clark. He's not an impassive, stone-faced gargoyle like his world's finest friend, Bruce.
I don't talk about feelings, Alfred. I don't have any. I've never seen one. I'm a night-stalking, crime-fighting vigilante and a heavy metal rapping machine.
This is a song I wrote for Wild Style. Darkness. It's about how I'm an orphan. No parents. For rich.
Take it all the way to the top.
Kinda makes it better.
Who always pays their taxes? Not Batman. I don't feel anything emotionally except for rage. 24/7, 365. At 1,000,000%. And if you think that there's something behind that, then you're crazy. Good night, Alfred.
Sir, it's morning.
Kal-el tends to wear his emotions on his sleeve, and they are almost exclusively positive emotions, like joy and amusement, which is reflected in the bright colors of his costume.
Superman?
That's me.
Thank you so very much for watching and listening. And if you're listening, Mom and Dad, I love you guys. Thank you for being such wonderful parents. This is Kal-el of Planet Earth, signing off from the Fortress of Solitude.
Well, once more, we survived the threat of war and found a fragile peace. I thought I could give you all the gift of the freedom from war, but I was wrong. It's not mine to give. We're still a young planet. There are galaxies out there, other civilizations for us to meet, to learn from. What a brilliant future we could have. And there will be peace. There will be peace when the people of the world want it so badly that their governments will have no choice but to give it to them. I just wish you could all see the Earth the way that I see it. Because when you really look at it, it's just one world.